Welcome to the Deep Dive. Tonight, we're delving into something really critical. It's about preparedness, specifically within our own homes, the place we're supposed to feel the safest.
That's right. Because when darkness hits, suddenly the familiar becomes unfamiliar. Control shifts.
And having the right tool, specifically light, can make all the difference. So our mission tonight is to really extract the core knowledge on using a tactical flashlight for self-defense. We want to get past the basics, understand its real power when things go wrong.
Think about it, a power cut, middle of the night, or just a noise you can't explain down the hall. Our eyes, well, they're not much help in real darkness, are they?
Not at all.
And that's where a good tactical flashlight stops being just, a gadget and becomes truly essential. It's about seeing, understanding, and responding to potential threats right there in your own space.
Okay, let's really get into that fundamental importance. It's more than just flipping a switch to see, isn't it? What makes it so vital in a potential home invasion in the dark?
Well, fundamentally, you're trying to regain control of a sense you've lost in a confusing situation. A focused beam. It does more than just show you what's there. It helps you differentiate.
Differentiate, you mean like intruder versus family member?
Exactly. Imagine that stress. Hearing something crash downstairs. Is it the cat, your kid getting water, or something worse? That beam gives you instant clarity. It helps prevent a terrible mistake.
That's huge.
And then there's the effect on the other person. Someone moving in darkness relies on that darkness. Hit them with a sudden, intense light. It disrupts them, blinds them momentarily. That buys you precious seconds.
So it's impacting their ability to see, not just helping us see. Our sources lay out about 5 key benefits. Let's start with the first one. Clear vision for threat ID. Seems simple, but I imagine under stress in the dark.
Oh, absolutely. It's anything but simple in the moment. Shadows play tricks. Fear makes you jump to conclusions. A flashlight just cuts through all that visual noise, gives you the facts you need to make a smart decision, not a panicked one. It's really the foundation for a responsible response.
Okay. And the second benefit you mentioned, the temporary blinding.
Yeah.
How exactly does that work? Is it like a camera flash?
Sort of, yeah, but much more intense usually. It's physiology, really. Your eyes adapt to the dark, pupils open wide, then bam, a sudden flood of high-intensity light overwhelms the photoreceptors.
Ah.
It takes time for their eyes to recover, to adjust back, creates a temporary blind spot, makes it hard for them to focus on you or anything else. It's a built-in tactical advantage, disrupting their plan, giving you reaction time.
Got it. Benefit 3 is safe movement. We think we know our homes, but pitch black.
Right. It becomes an obstacle course. Furniture you bump into, stairs you misjudge, a flashlight just lights the path, shows potential hazards, keeps you from becoming a victim of your own environment while you're trying to deal with a threat or just navigate.
Makes sense. Number 4, a non-lethal means of control. That sounds interesting. More about de-escalation.
Yeah, potentially. Sometimes just the act of shining a bright light directly on someone is enough to make them freeze, to rethink. They're exposed. Their anonymity is gone. It can disrupt their intentions, maybe even deter them without things getting physical.
A deterrent effect just from the light itself.
It can happen. And finally, number 5, clear communication, especially with family. How does light help there?
Well, in a chaotic, dark situation, yelling might not be safe or effective. A focused beam can be a signal. Guide family members towards you or towards an exit. Point out a safe path. Just let them know where you are without making noise. It's a silent way to coordinate.
That makes a lot of sense. So moving beyond just the basic benefits, let's talk tactics. Our sources mention creating a wall of light. What does that actually mean?
My understanding is it's about leveraging the sheer intensity of the lumens of a good tactical light. You point that powerful beam right at an intruder, especially if they were in darkness, and it just overwhelms their vision. It's designed to be intensely uncomfortable, visually debilitating.
Exactly. Think about staring into bright headlights. It's hard to see anything else, right? A powerful tactical flashlight, especially one with high candela that's beam intensity at distance, it really amplifies that, exploits the startle response, overloads their senses, makes it tough for them to see you, focus, or even move effectively towards you. It's like a temporary barrier made of pure light.
Okay. And then there's the strode function. The sources talk about using that for area control, maybe without direct engagement. How does that rapid flashing work?
The strobe is, well, It's really disorienting. That fast, irregular flashing messes with the brain's ability to process what it's seeing. It can cause confusion, sometimes even a bit of dizziness or nausea. Yeah, for some people. It disrupts their visual perception, makes it hard to judge distance or movement. So it can be a great way to keep someone at bay, to create space, without necessarily having to confront them head on. It throws their whole perception off kilter.
And what about using quick flashes, intermittent bursts instead of just keeping the light on? What's the advantage there?
Yeah, that's a key technique. Intermittent light. Couple of reasons. First, each sudden flash can re-disorient an attacker. It makes it hard for them to lock onto your exact position. You become a harder target to track.
Okay, keeps them off balance.
Right. And second, by not having the light on constantly, you're not giving away your own position quite so clearly. You use a quick flash to see what you need to see, identify a threat, check a corner, then you're back in the dark. Gain info, create confusion, minimize your own exposure. Plus, it helps save your own night vision a bit.
That leads right into light discipline, doesn't it? Controlling how and when you use the light.
Precisely. Light discipline is crucial. It's not just about having a bright light, it's about using it smart. So you hear that noise downstairs. Instead of blasting the whole staircase, maybe you use short, quick, targeted bursts. Peek around a corner, illuminate just what you need to see.
Use it sparingly.
Sparingly, strategically. Be aware of where that beam is pointing. Are you backlighting yourself against a window? Are you blinding yourself unnecessarily? Good control, good ergonomics on the flashlight itself so you can handle it well under stress. That's what makes it truly effective. It's precision, not just power.
Okay, let's shift to the tools themselves. Weapon-mounted lights, WMLs versus handhelds. What are the main differences and advantages for home defense?
So WMLs, the big advantage is obvious, hands-free. Your light is attached to your firearm. Wherever you point the firearm, the light goes too. That's critical if you need both hands for a solid grip and control.
Seamless integration.
Exactly. And you can't drop it because it's attached. That's a real possibility with a handheld in a struggle or under extreme stress.
Makes sense. But handhelds seem more versatile.
They absolutely are. You can use a handheld flashlight for anything, firearm involved or not. Checking the breaker box, looking for something in the attic, investigating that noise outside without necessarily pointing a weapon. And critically, you can aim the light independently of the firearm. Maybe you want to illuminate someone's hands or check a dark corner over there before you bring the weapon to bear. It gives you more options for assessment, maybe de-escalation before committing, more control over just the illumination part.
So it sounds like maybe having both is the ideal setup, a layered approach.
Many experts lean that way, yes. The sources suggest combining them offers the most comprehensive readiness. A WML for that immediate integrated light if you need the firearm, and a handheld for everything else, searching, navigating, non-lethal signaling, assessing. It really depends on your specific situation, your training, your comfort level.
Okay, let's drill down on handhelds first. If you're choosing one specifically for self-defense, what are the must-have features? Lumens seem like the big one.
High lumens are definitely essential, yeah. You need that power for the temporary blinding effect we talked about, and just for cutting through darkness effectively. We're not talking about your average hardware store flashlight here. Tactical lights often start at like 1,000 lumens or even more.
Wow.
Because you need that immediate visual impact. And like we discussed, that strobe function is pretty vital too for the disorientation factor.
What about build quality? Durability?
Absolutely critical. It needs to survive being dropped, banged around, maybe exposed to rain or moisture. So look for impact-resistant materials, waterproof ratings, reliability is paramount, and rechargeability. While it's convenient, often cost-effective long-term, just make sure you know the battery life, how long it holds that peak brightness.
Right. Battery capacity matters. What about other features like a strike bezel?
The strike bezel, that jagged edge around the lens, yeah, that can be a close quarters, non-lethal defense option. Adds another layer. And simple, intuitive controls. Push button switches you can find and use easily, even under stress, without fumbling to switch between modes like steady beam or strobe. Size and weight matter too, needs to be easy to carry and handle, often with one hand.
Got it. Now for the rail-mounted lights, the WMLs, are the key features different?
The core needs high lumens. Durability are still there, absolutely. But for WMLs, beam distance, often measured in candela, becomes really important. You need that focused intensity to punch through the darkness and identify things further away, down a hallway or across a yard.
So lumens for overall brightness, Candela for reach.
Kind of, yeah. Candela gives you that tight, focused hotspot that travels far. Brands like Surefire, Olight, they're known for good performance here, balancing lumens and Candela.
And durability must be even more critical with recoil involved.
Oh, absolutely. It has to withstand the shock of firing repeatedly without flickering, failing, or shifting on the rail. So rugged construction is non-negotiable. You see brands like Inforce mentioned for being lightweight but tough. Waterproofing, shock resistance, all essential for a light that lives on a firearm.
And the switches. Activation has to be instant.
Totally critical. The switches need to be intuitive, easy to reach and activate without compromising your grip on the firearm. Often you'll have paddle switches or buttons designed for quick taps for momentary on, or a press for constant on, maybe a sequence for strobe. Needs to be second nature under pressure. Again, responsiveness is key.
Okay, so you have the right light, handheld or mounted. How do you keep it ready? Maintenance seems key.
It's simple stuff, but you have to do it regularly. Check the batteries. Are they charged? Are they fresh if they're disposable? Keep the lens clean, dirt or smudges, reduce output, and just test it. Cycle through the modes. Make sure everything works before you might need it. Don't let the first time you discover a dead battery be during an emergency.
Makes sense. And for carrying a handheld every day, you mentioned holsters.
Yeah, if you're carrying a tactical handheld regularly, a good holster is important. Keeps it secure, protected, and accessible. Right where you need it, when you need it. Just, be aware of any local laws about carrying tools like that.
Good point.
Yeah.
Lastly, batteries. Rechargeable versus disposable, and backups.
Rechargeables are great for cost and environment, but you have to stay on top of charging them. Disposables like CR123As are often used in tactical gear. Easy to swap, but you need spares. The best strategy. Whatever type you use, check them often and always have a backup plan.
Like spare batteries.
Spare batteries, definitely. Or even better, a secondary backup flashlight. Something smaller maybe, but functional. Redundancy is crucial for gear you might rely on to save your life, whether that's at home or if you carry one daily.
This has really shed light on the whole topic. It's clear a tactical flashlight is way more than just a way to see in the dark. It's a genuine strategic tool for home defense.
Absolutely. The key takeaway is its versatility. Enhanced vision, yes, but also that ability to disorient, control space, communicate silently. It's an indispensable part of a solid personal safety plan at home.
Which brings us to the final thought for you to consider tonight. We've talked a lot about light, the features, the tactics, but think broader. What other non-lethal tools, what other strategies could complement this use of light to build an even more comprehensive safety plan for your home? That's something worth exploring further. Thank you for joining us for this deep dive.